Morning, guys, and welcome to another weekly forecast. This is the forecast for the week of the 24th of March, 2025. Now, let's jump right into it. I've got a couple of pairs that I'm looking at. Let's start off with the EURCAD. Now, the EURCAD has been bearish all week. As you can see, we were in a significant uptrend starting off the 10th of February. We had this massive bullish candle, weekly candle. And now we're finally changing. The tides are changing. So we're now in a bearish market for the EURCAD. We're bearish all week, continuing with the same on Friday after the Canadian news. And I expect pretty much the same to continue into the rest of the week. Now, what I expect to happen this week is I expect a little bit of a retest to this area, maybe even coming all the way to the trend line and then selling all the way down. Maybe stopping at the 1.5441 level, or even getting us all the way down to the 1.5297 level. All right, but I expect this market to continue dropping, especially because the Canadian has been gaining strength. Now, the Canadians and the US, they have a quite massive trading agreement in spite of Trump's tariffs. And so what happens is that when the US dollar gains strength, the Canadian dollar also gains strength. All right. And so we can test that with the DXY. So the DXY, it was in a bearish market. We have since turned around this past week, and now it's in a bullish market, which coincides with the Canadian gaining strength and causing the EURCAD to slip into a bearish market. All right. Now, in addition to that fact, what I also expect to be influencing this EURCAD to continue bearish is that we have some news. We have some news on Monday, some Euro news. I expect this here to cause a reaction in the market. All right. I expect it to cause a reaction in the market. It might either send the market all the way down immediately with the news, or it might fuel that pullback to trend line, then causing the sell-off, right? But either way, I expect throughout the week, the EURCAD to sell down. I expect pretty much the same for the GBP CAD. Now, it's possible that we might get a reaction off of this trend line for the GBP CAD. Let's take it out to the daily for this one. All right, let's take it out to the daily before I get into it. Let's go weekly. So similar to the EURCAD, we had a massive bearish week, a turnaround signal, and then last week, not quite as massive as the EURCAD, but still bearish. Now I expect the same. Might get a little bit more resistance because the GBP is stronger than the euro recently. But I still expect price to break through this trend line. Now, it is possible because this trend line is here, and these trend lines have been well respected, as you can see, it is possible that we can go up to the upside. But my bias is that this is a bearish market and that we will break through. So I'm more confident with the EURCAD that we're going to continue being bearish. The chart just looks better. Right? So of the two, I will trade the EURCAD, but the GBP CAD is also there. Take a look, keeping in mind and being very mindful of this trend line. The next is the EURGBP. Let's take a look at the weekly first. So we had our trend line here. Market is in a downward trend. We had a little bit pull back to the trend line. We retested it. And then last week, this past week, we officially started our pull back to the downside. Well, or move back to the downside or bearish market. So what I expect is that this will continue. I do believe that price will come to this trend line once more. I expect a retest of this trend line, maybe over Sunday night. Price might retest the trend line and then continue its sell downwards. Maybe we'll get all the way down to support during this week. I'm hoping that we do. It's very much possible. Maybe we won't, but this is what I expect. All right. Now, how exactly will it play out? Your guess is as good as mine. But what I think will happen is that when price opens on Sunday into Monday morning, we will trace through this trend line, or maybe even a little further just before. And then with the Euro news, we shall sell down. If not, then the Euro news might carry it up to the trend line or a little bit more within this this zone of interest, which is currently serving as our resistance. And then later on Monday or maybe Tuesday, we start to sell off. But I do believe, regardless of when it happens, that during the week, price will sell off to the downside. So just keep an eye out for that. That's one of my favorite pairs for the week. So EURCAD, EURGBP. So far, those are my two favorite pairs. Now, continuing with the euro, I really want to put emphasis on this euro selling off. I think the euro will continue to sell off most if not all euro pairs will continue to sell off. The euro USD is no different. Like I explained earlier, the US dollar has been gaining strength, and with that gain in strength, the euro pair, the dollar pairs are selling off. They are selling off. And quite the same as I explained with the EURCAD and the EURGBP, expect a little bit of pullback to that trend line, or maybe even establish a new trend line and then continue selling. Will we get all the way down here during the week? Your guess is as good as mine, but my guess is that we are going to continue selling. Same is going to be true for the GBP USD. We're going to continue selling down. All right. Now, the NZD and the GBP, Euro NZD and GBP NZD, not that confident about the direction of these two. But like I said, the euro is weakening. So I do expect, or I do hope to see a sell-off. But these are not as obvious as like our Euro USD or Euro GBP or Euro CAD. But I'm still hopeful that we will see a sell-off. Price may come to this resistance level here and then react off of it to the downside. Same thing with the GBP NZD, but the GBP NZD has a little bit more to travel to reach this trend line before it starts to sell. It might do so, or it might just sell within this area. We'll have to wait and see. So that's it. Those are my pairs for the week. My favorite pairs being the EURCAD and the Euro GBP, as well as the Euro USD. I hope this was informative to you guys. Like my page, like my videos, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm just trying to grow this channel so I can get a greater reach. So your interaction will be greatly appreciated. Tune in next week for market updates at that time. I do this every week, every Saturday mornings. I try to upload a video, let's say by 10 in the morning. So you can tune in next week. You can tune into the channel next week at around 10:30 for my review and updates for that week as well. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a good week trading.